Avocados. We all love them, right? They're supposed to be this amazing superfood, perfect for, healthy fats, great toast, all that good stuff. But what if I told you the avocado you're buying isn't really what you think it is? Okay, let's get into this, because there is a whole hidden story of deception in the avocado world that messes with everything from the fruit in your kitchen to the oil in your pantry.
You know, this quote really hits home because, honestly, that was me. I thought avocados were a nutritional slam dunk, no questions asked. But it turns out there's some genuinely shocking stuff that tells a very, very different story. And it all starts way before that avocado ever gets to you. And that story kicks off with something called the ripening deception. It's basically a commercial shortcut. It's designed to get avocados on the shelves looking pretty, but it's a total trick that not only tanks the flavor, but also wipes out the nutritional goodness you're paying for.
So here's how it goes down. Avocados get picked when they're rock hard and shipped out totally unripe. To get them ready for sale and fast, they're often chucked into these sealed rooms, basically gas chambers, and they get blasted with ethylene gas. Now look, ethylene is a natural hormone that plants use to ripen, but this is anything but natural. It's a chemical brute force attack that just forces the fruit to change color on the outside, whether it's actually ready on the inside or not. And just look at the difference it makes. When you force an avocado to ripen like this, you completely skip that slow, natural process where all the flavor and nutrients actually develop. This is exactly why you can cut open a gorgeous-looking avocado only to find that brown, stringy, tasteless mess inside. But a naturally ripened one? That's where you get the rich, creamy texture and the full punch of all those healthy compounds. But believe it or not, that whole ripening issue is just the tip of the iceberg. The real scandal, the one that involves straight-up fraud, is in the world of avocado oil. You're paying top dollar for it, thinking it's this healthy, pure product. Well, to really get how bad the scam is, we first have to understand one little bit of chemistry.
And that process is called oxidation. The easiest way to picture it, think about a cut apple. You leave it on the counter, it turns brown. Boom, that's oxidation. Well, in oils, that same process is even worse. It's like rust, but for fats. It makes them break down and go rancid. And when you eat those oxidized, rancid oils, they can actually fuel inflammation all through your body, which is a major driver of chronic disease.
Okay, so keeping that danger of oxidation in mind, brace yourself for this number. A huge study from UC Davis went out and just pulled dozens of avocado oils right off the supermarket shelves. We're talking all the big brands you'd recognize. What they discovered was that a jaw-dropping 82% of them were either already rancid or were cut with other cheap, nasty oils. So what does that 82% actually look like in the bottle you're about to buy? Well, it's a pretty depressing mix. Almost half the oils they tested were already rancid, oxidized and inflammatory before you even twisted the cap. And another 37% were adulterated, which is just a fancy word for saying they were secretly watered down with cheap stuff like soybean, safflower, or canola oil. Only a tiny, tiny fraction were actually the real deal, pure, fresh avocado oil. And here's the most unbelievable part. In the absolute worst cases of fraud, the researchers found bottles labeled 100% pure avocado oil that had zero avocado oil in them. Not a drop. People were paying a premium price for a bottle of cheap, inflammatory soybean oil that was just wearing an avocado oil costume. I mean, it's infuriating, isn't it? The first thing you think is, how is that even legal? How can a company sell a completely fake product and just not get in trouble? Well, the reason is shockingly simple. There are no rules. It's not like the olive oil industry, where there are these super strict international standards for what you can call extra virgin. For avocado oil in the US, there are no federally enforced standards of identity. None. The industry just blew up so fast that the regulators never caught up, and that legal void created this wild west for producers, where cheating is easy and apparently very common. And this Wild West situation doesn't just stop in the oil aisle. This complete lack of rules lets companies use the word avocado to give a healthy glow to all kinds of products that have almost none of the real stuff in them. Think about the guacamole you get at a lot of fast food places. You think you're getting a healthy side, right? But a lot of the time it's just this green goo. Many of these recipes have less than 5% actual avocado. So what's the rest? It's a mix of fillers like green peas or tomatillos for color, hydrogenated oils to make it feel smooth,
and a bunch of food starches to thicken it up. It's a science experiment designed to look like guacamole, not be it. And they play the same game in the cosmetics aisle. You'll see a lotion or a shampoo that screams, made with rich avocado oil, right on the front. But then you flip it over and read the ingredient list. What do you see? Cheap fillers like soy oil, palm oil, or mineral oil are right at the top, and way, way down at the very bottom, you might see a tiny bit of avocado oil, just enough so they can legally put it on the front. So next time, flip the bottle. The ingredient list never lies.
Okay, I know that was a whole lot of bad news. But here's the good news. You can absolutely find the real stuff. The point of all this isn't to scare you away from avocados forever. It's to arm you, to give you the knowledge so you can buy the good stuff with confidence. You just have to know what you're looking for.
So when you're buying avocado oil, this simple checklist is your best friend. Number 1, always go for dark glass bottles. They protect those delicate fats from light, which, remember, causes that nasty oxidation. 2, look for a harvest date or a pressed-on date. The good brands are proud of how fresh their oil is. 3, real, good quality avocado oil should have a vibrant green color. That's from chlorophyll, and it's a sign it's not overly processed. And 4, if the price seems too good to be true, it is. Quality just costs more. Now for whole avocados, try to find quality varieties like the California Hass. A perfect one will give just a little bit when you press it gently in your palm, but it won't feel mushy. And be careful with those cheap bags of avocados that have super shiny skin. That's usually a wax coating, and those are often the ones that have been gassed. Here's a pro tip. To ripen a hard avocado at home, just stick it in a paper bag for a day or two. The bag traps its own natural ethylene gas, so it ripens itself perfectly, gently, and evenly. And why is finding the real thing so important for your health? Well, this chart says it all. Real avocado oil is naturally low in those inflammatory omega-6 fats, but the cheap seed oils they replace it with, like soy, corn, and safflower, are absolutely loaded with them. Now, we need some omega-6s, but the crazy amounts in these oils can throw your body's chemistry way out of whack and put you in a state of chronic inflammation. So let's bring it all back. After everything we've talked about, are avocados still a superfood? The answer is a huge, resounding yes, but only if you're getting the real deal. Authentic avocados and their oil are an incredible source of healthy monounsaturated fats. They're super low in inflammatory stuff, and they're packed with essential minerals like magnesium and potassium. Get this, a single avocado can have more potassium than 2 bananas. In the end, this whole avocado story is a massive lesson. It teaches us that words on a label like pure, natural, or healthy can mean absolutely nothing if there aren't any rules to back them up. And it leaves us with a really important question we should be asking every time we're at the store. The label is making a promise, but in a world with no rules, can you really trust it?
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more health tips and scientific insights. Your support helps us grow and create even better content for you. Write in the comments, where are you watching from? I'd love to know which part of the world you're joining us from. Stay healthy, stay informed, and see you in the next video.